Despite the difficulty or magnitude of a situation, some people will go to any extreme to try and save a life. We begin near Barnes Lake in Alaska, where what had started out as a local curiosity was turning into a very large problem. Most of the footage in this story was taped as events unfolded during the first week of October, 1994. Local fishing resort owner Nani Fanamel had spotted several killer whales in Barnes Lake a few weeks earlier.
We thought it was neat that they were around there, but pretty unusual because the passageway to get into the lake is pretty narrow. As time went on, we thought, well, maybe they don't know how to get out, or maybe they're stuck.
The whales had been in the lake for at least 6 weeks when an authority on killer whales, Dr. David Bain of the Marine World Foundation in California, was called in.
Whales as marine mammals are okay in freshwater for short periods of time, but it seemed that these whales had spent a longer time in there than would be good for them, and there may not be enough food to sustain them. Killer whales are a lot more fragile than their public image.
When we flew over and saw the dead whale, I kind of sat there in disbelief because I didn't think that it was that bad.
Victor Ives and a camera crew accompanied David on the journey to the lake to check on the whales.
Hang on now, it gets really turbulent in here.
We went in at high tide. There was only that time of day for about 45 minutes or an hour that it was safe to get in and out of that lake.
Fishing show producer Russ Cameron was following in another boat.
Whales don't like real swift water anyway. But also on the top is huge amounts of kelp that hang down like a net.
Well, it looks like we made it into the main body of the lake.
We didn't know whether the whale's death had anything to do with being in the lake. It may have just died of old age.
So first of all, we had to find out if they really were in trouble. Normally when they come out of the water, there's that powerful burst of air through the blowhole, and it was pathetic, it was weak.
The whales were spread out all over the lake, which wasn't normal.
Almost all of them were being solitary, except for a mother and a very young juvenile. Everything they were doing was being done with the minimum amount of energy expenditure.
If you've ever fallen under the spell of a killer whale, you know how powerful and magnificent they are. We couldn't stand by and watch those killer whales die.